I thought I knew my husband. Then I found the letters. I never planned to look inside the box. It was hidden on the top shelf of the garage, behind old winter coats and a broken suitcase. I was only there because we were moving. 15 years of marriage packed into cardboard boxes, labeled and stacked like a finished life. The box had no name on it, just plain brown cardboard sealed with yellow tape. I don't know why I opened it. Maybe because it felt out of place. Or maybe because, deep down, I already knew something was wrong. Inside were letters, dozens of them, all written in the same careful handwriting, all addressed to the same person. Not to me. My husband, Daniel, and I met when we were young. We built our lives slowly. No scandals, no dramatic love story. Just stability. Trust. Or at least, what I believed was trust. He was kind, predictable. The type of man who never forgot to lock the door or pay the bills. The type of man people described as safe. That's why the letters made no sense. They were emotional, intimate, full of longing, and they were written over a span of 12 years. The first letter began simply, "I don't know why I'm writing this. Maybe because I can't say it out loud." My hands started to shake. The letters were not romantic in the traditional way. There were no declarations of love, no explicit promises. Instead, they spoke about fear, regret, missed chances, and guilt. So much guilt. They were signed with his name, every single one. But they were never sent. Not a single envelope was sealed. No stamps, just folded pages stacked neatly as if waiting for something that never came. The recipient's name appeared again and again. E. Just one letter. I sat on the cold garage floor for hours reading. E was someone from his past, someone he had loved before me, someone he had lost. At least, that's what I thought at first. But as the letters continued, something felt off. Daniel wrote to E as if E was still present in his life, as if they spoke often, as if E understood him better than anyone else, better than me. One letter stopped me completely. If I had told her the truth, everything would have changed. Maybe that would have been cruel, or maybe it would have been honest. Who was her? I was suddenly very aware of how quiet the house was, how empty it felt. When Daniel came home that evening, I didn't confront him. I couldn't. I watched him like a stranger. The way he took off his shoes, the way he smiled and asked about dinner. And I wondered how many secrets could live inside a person for so long without leaving a trace. That night I couldn't sleep. I kept replaying our life together, searching for signs I might have missed. Late nights at work, distant moods, moments when he seemed present but not really there. Had he been in love with someone else the entire time? Or worse, had I simply been convenient? The next day, while Daniel was at work, I read the letters again, more carefully this time. And then I noticed something that made my stomach drop. The timeline didn't add up. Some letters were written during years when Daniel and I were inseparable. Years when we traveled together, when we were struggling financially, when we were happy. Why would he be writing secret letters to another woman during the happiest moments of our marriage? Unless E wasn't another woman. I found the last letter at the bottom of the box. It was shorter than the rest, and different. I think this will be the last time I write to you. I'm tired of living in two worlds. She deserves the truth, and so do I. There was no date, just his signature. I waited 3 days before I spoke to him. 3 days of pretending everything was normal. 3 days of smiling, cooking, listening. On the 4th day, I placed the box on the kitchen table. Daniel went pale the moment he saw it. He didn't deny it. He just sat down. And for the first time in 15 years, he cried in front of me. He was not a woman. He was his younger brother. A brother. We didn't fix everything that night. Some things can't be fixed. But for the first time, our marriage felt honest. Not perfect, not easy, just real. And sometimes that's the most terrifying thing of all.